bring them out, bring them out. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. We can send it live from the VIP. Heard the night like all blood here right here. The whole city got Swiss, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it every shot. He got 3. Get it on 5 soon as he got 3. Came back now. Still take all the money stacked out on the track now. Still push the button and let the whole on the back down. I'm on the road doing shows to my back down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out. He just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat or the mic. Feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means what? He never really talks much, never, cause of the status, cause even so struck. Two niggas giving it despite the fact that making this joke cause he makes a living from writing raps. Together himself, and a picture connects, never asking for someone's help. Cause he gets the respect, so he focus on what he wrote. His best beats are reaching out with all the stories. Still 100% clear, cause right now I'm in. Who would have thought he'd be the one that set the Western flames? And I heard him everywhere, Crystal Method, name of the game. Death took him to church on life rich, man. How you had the stupidest verse, like you was true. Everybody giving them death spots. right, it's about to go down. In a minute, let me touch down. I'ma get it. 'Cause I been waiting all night to make it go to the end zone. Tryna take it to the house, baby, let's go. 'Cause been waiting all night. It's game time.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Lincoln Way West Warrior Football. Tonight, it's the 2025 season opener, and the Warriors welcome to town the Cardinals of Dwight D. Eisenhower High School. Football fans, the objectives of the IHSA and the Southwest Suburban Conference are to promote the educational importance of interscholastic events and good sportsmanship by the student athletes, coaches, and spectators. In order to maintain the integrity and spirit of interscholastic activities as an extension of the classroom, the SWSC would ask you to respect the efforts of all the participants involved with a positive display of sportsmanship. Negative comments, cheers, chants, or behaviors directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or teams will not be tolerated. During tonight's contest, we ask that you please be supportive and show your appreciation for the efforts of both teams as you enjoy tonight's game. Lincoln Way West High School welcomes you all once again and thanks you fans for your support and cooperation. Football fans, at this time, please rise, remove your caps, and direct your attention to midfield, where our nation's colors are being presented by our Air Force Junior ROTC unit. Junior ROTC is a citizenship program. Its mission is to build better citizens for America. Under the command of retired United States Air Force Master Sergeant Dan Schlifka, presenting the colors tonight are cadets Anthony Rokas, Asher Lamar, Jessica Figueroa, Evelyn Naughton, Jaden Goldschnickel, Lucas Dornboss, and Jack McDonald. Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field, your 2025 Lincoln Way West Warrior Football Band. Tonight, the Warriors are joined by students from the Manhattan Junior High Band and the Liberty Junior High Band. Please remain standing as we honor America and those who have served with the playing of our national anthem by your Lincoln Way West Warrior Football Band, led by Drum Major Ben Render. beat for the Lincoln Way West Fight Song. The Warrior Band is part of the over 200-member Lincoln Way Marching Band, a performance ensemble made up of students from all three
This is a Lincoln Way West team who graduated a great senior class last year, losing key positions almost everywhere from the offense to the defense. It's all about rebuilding and the next man up for Lincoln Way West as they try to seek another playoff berth.
Let's have another round of applause for the Warrior Football Band and their special guest from Liberty and Manhattan Junior High.
Week 1 of the IHSA football season is about to be underway, and here come the Warriors. The most crucial week of the season. Week 1, starting out on the right foot.
And W-E-S-T, let's go West.
The head coach for your Warriors is Luke Loche. Assistant coaches are Steve Bauer, Joe Bozio, Mark Conklin Jr., Dave Hurt, Ken Gavin, Matt Judd, Larry Loche, Matt Murphy, Scott Peters, Nick Shaw, Jason Bisney, and Andy Sorrellis.
So West won the toss and have elected to kick to the Eisenhower Cardinals. As senior kicker Zach Hermanson, wearing number 6 this year after 35 the past 3 years, will kick off to the Cardinals in just a moment. This is the second meeting all time between these two teams. Number 6 is ready. Eisenhower is ready. And off we go from the west side.
And play a ball.
Into the end zone for a touchback. And the Eisenhower Cardinals will start out at the 25-yard line. Was a bit of a different story for the Eisenhower Cardinals compared to Lincoln Way West, going 4-5 last year. However, their offense definitely clicked, scoring 51 points against Oak Lawn and a 51-47 thriller in Week 5 last year. And this is a team that is looking to get back to the promised land after losing another great senior class. Tarek Murray, the junior quarterback, under center for the Eisenhower Cardinals. First play is a QB keeper wrapped up right away. Jackson Mansker, first play of the season, is a tackle for loss. He did a great job of that last season, tackling eight tackles for loss for 28 yards last season as a junior. And he already has one here worth 5 yards on first down. Now it's 2nd and 15 for Eisenhower, a disastrous first play as they'll look to try to see some offensive movement. They saw a great bit of offense last season. Larnell Moore, the senior wide receiver, is their main option this year. He will throw it from 2nd and 15, caught by number 2, Kavion Newsome. Another senior wide receiver takes it to around the 20, right around the 26-yard line. So 3rd and 5 now for the Eisenhower Cardinals. Not a very big team this is from Eisenhower, a very small school in Blue Island, Illinois, playing in 6A. Last time they made the playoffs was 2023. Lost in the 2nd round to the Kankakee K's. 3rd and 4 from the 26. Handoff right up the middle, trying to get that first, and he is stopped right away. Pushing forward is Eisenhower, but they won't get it. He'll be short of the line. It'll be 4th and short now for Eisenhower. Fourth and 2, and Eisenhower is going to punt this one away back to the Warriors. Back there to receive is number 3, Chase Markowitz. The standout receiver and defensive back, committed to Illinois State for wide receiver. Line drive kick. Bounce by Markowitz. He's going to try to bounce to the outside. He will be able to do so. Here goes Markowitz, staying on his feet and running out of bounds right around the 30-yard line. Well, giving brand new senior quarterback Grant Tustin some great field position, already looking into the Eisenhower red zone, and they are very confident in Grant Tustin and his ability this year. He backed up Chase Hetfletch last season, and now Lokank and Coach David Ernst believe in him this year, and Eisenhower jumps. A great count from Tustin, and they will move this 5 yards closer. Well, they haven't snapped the ball yet, and they're almost into the red zone. 1st and 5 from the 26.
You know, every time you mention season, sir, it makes me feel old since I...
First play, Jahan.
Because I've only been here once.
Takes it near the 15, 1st down, Lincoln Way West. First play from scrimmage. And takes it to the 15. An 11-yard rush for Jahan Abubakar, committed to South Dakota over the offseason. Also one of the main track stars of the Lincoln Way West track team. Hands it off, Jahan staying on his feet and will be tripped up right at the 9-yard line. Back-to-back rushes, and 2nd and 4 from the 9 for Lincoln Way West. This isn't an offense who saw the receiving corps kind of diminish over the offseason. They graduated receivers Austin Roswell and DeAndre Coates, as well as tight end Brandon Baversha. And it's all about the next man up, and that's what Ethan Swanson and Brandon McNulty, the sophomore Ms. McNulty, and just seeing who's their best guys, and they're going to put their best guys out there every single day and do their best. Handoff, Jahan. He takes it right up the middle. He's in. Touchdown, Lincoln Way West. 3 straight rushes, and Jahan's in for 6.
The crowd's very excited about this one.
Those flag runners will be having a lot of bursts of energy today.
I mean, they better if we're going to keep this up.
3 plays, 26 yards. For the West offense, a statement early on after Eisenhower gifted them 5 to begin with. Hermanson up and good. 7-0 Warriors, 8:24 to go here in the first. Jahan puts his head down and just goes straight towards the defense. A fearless runner, and executed that perfectly. 3:36 is passed. And Zach Hermanson to kick off for the second time. Back to the Cardinals. Last time put this one into the end zone, and Eisenhower couldn't do much offensively. Hermanson boots this one away, another sky-high kick, and into the end zone it goes. Second drive on the way for the Eisenhower Cardinals. Doesn't go as planned as the first one they would have liked, but they believe in their quarterback, Tarek Murray. They believe in him a lot and his ability, getting his first career start at the varsity level.
Yeah, I'm very glad to have you around because I can barely even pay attention to who's who with all the names and people.
That's why I'm here, man. Gotta just have your roster, and that's all you need. Maybe some notes with that. Maybe. Play action. Rolls out to his right, firing on the run. A nice catch by number 2, he's Caven Newsom, his second reception of the ball game. Takes it near the 6 and will be just short. Spot him 3 yards short of the marker, and it'll be 2nd and 3 from the 27.
I wonder if the wind's going to be playing this because honestly, it's getting a little breezy up here.
It's a gorgeous night for some Friday night lights.
I mean, it's not 62 degrees. I ain't complaining over the heat of the summer.
Handoff right up the middle. He is met right away.
Yow, that has to hurt.
By 42, Gavin Larson. Met him right at the mark. And they get pushed back just a little bit. Gets put back 2 yards. 3rd and 5 now from the Eisenhower 25. They have yet to see a first down, let alone the Lincoln Way West half through 2 drives so far. 3rd and 5, they rush 3, drop 8. Murray running out of room, will roll to his right. He's an aggressive runner. He did that last season. Puts his head down, trucks a man, and will get the first down. What a run by Tarek Murray.
Yow.
He almost seemed lost in the back of his own 20, but found his stride and takes it for the first down of the game for the Cardinals. Took it to the 36, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the Eisenhower 36. Seven minutes to play. They hand it off, trying to make some room, and will take it just around 4 yards.
I must say, with the amount of injuries I see these football players have, I'm surprised they ain't gotten concussions yet.
That's senior Keon Veal, also one of the main linebackers of the Cardinal defense. Also plays as their running back. Ball spotted at the 40, 2nd and 6 now for Eisenhower. The 3-man front so far for the Warriors, and a flag thrown on the play.
Yeah, I give out my entertainment here and there.
A couple ways they got beat late in the season last year was in the air, and trying a new defensive scheme.
Well,
Trying a new defensive scheme in rushing 3
it's gonna be 62.
with senior captain Brady Nelson at the helm. Timmy Licky and Gavin Larson round out the front 3 for the Warriors. And trying to see what the flag was thrown for. Play was blown dead almost immediately as soon as the ball was snapped.
And I must say, we're nearing the 6-minute mark, which I forget. Is it 15 minutes or 14?
12 minutes in quarters, and Keon Veal takes it to the 45 of Lincoln Way West for a first down.
So we're halfway there at 7-0 still. I mean, I bet Eisenhower's giving out their best shot.
Keon Veal stayed on his feet after being wrapped up initially and took it into West territory. Lots of fans here to watch the West side.
Many students,
here
many parents,
tonight.
many teachers as well.
Ball spotted at the West 46, and Eisenhower trips into West territory for the first time today. Hand off to Veal again. He is tripped up immediately. That's number 99, Brady Nelson. And a great tackle. Great tackle. Only got a yard on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Cardinals. And this is a defense that didn't see much guys go besides the entire linebacking core. The secondary almost stayed the same with Luke Gowdy and Chase Markowitz back there. RJ Boy is the new corner for the Warriors after Ryan Stiglick graduated. It's a handoff, tripped up right away to DeMarcus Johnson.
And that was an immediate cut down. Just saying.
Tackle for loss, and it's now 3rd and long for the Cardinals, and this is a play you almost want to have. You've been stumbling your way into yardage all drive, it felt like. Staying on their feet and being a fearless runner has been key for them, and just not backing down from the strong Warrior defense. 3rd and 10. West showing some blitz. They don't blitz often. They bring pressure. It's handed off. A great run by number 3, DeMarcus Johnson, breaking into the secondary.
Oh, and yow! That's honestly, I don't know if I ever seen one.
And DeMarcus Johnson takes it near the West red zone.
It's the danger zone, I must tell you.
A great run by DeMarcus Johnson. Saw the pressure and had to just beam it up one of those gaps and found a great room to run. And took it for nearly 16 yards on that carry. 1st and 10 from the 23. Handed off. Keeper. Great read option by Murray. And he will run out of bounds at the West 18. Gain of 5. Younger brother to graduate Nathan Elsner is 37, sophomore Nick Elsner, playing in the secondary for the Warriors this year. Markowitz also forced him out of bounds as well. A great slate of conference games happening around the SWVC today. Carl Sandberg and Andrew are going at it today. Sandberg took down the Warriors 28-21 on their homecoming last year. And Andrew lost against Lincoln Way West here in week 2, 41-14. As West will face them in 2 weeks on their homecoming game. 1st and 16 from the 30. Handoff is Johnson. He is blown up. Jimmy Talley.
I must say, looking at the footage here, it seems like our camera crew is doing amazing down there.
Very hard workers down there with the LWTV crew. Always getting the great shots of the student section, the band, and the game as well. We owe them a decent gratitude for their work that they put in.
Indeed, I couldn't say it better myself.
Markowitz helping out on the tackle on the previous play, and it's 2nd and 15 from the 29. A first down takes them inside of the West red zone, and a timeout taken by Eisenhower. And we welcome you into the booth. I'm Jake Farr alongside my partner CJ, and we are happy to have you with us here tonight for week 1 of the season. Lincoln Way West jumped out to a 7-0 lead early on, and Eisenhower about to step into West red zone and hopefully to match up and score 7 more of their own points.
Well, 2 minutes, 26 minutes. Scratch. With 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining on the clock, do you think Eisenhower would get something better, get a touchdown or something during this last quarter?
Well, the main key factor here has been the running back DeMarcus Johnson and Murray, and Tarek Murray. They've been able to run the ball efficiently in this drive, and they're looking into the West red zone. They're going to find a way to try to get Murray more involved in the run game because that has been his ability today. They haven't seen much of him in the pass game, so they might try to execute a pass and test this secondary that saw some great improvements over the offseason.
I see. Well, let's just hope. Hoping always works.
So 2:26 here to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 15 from the 29. West has all 3 timeouts. Eisenhower has 2. 2nd and 15. Play action. Pressure comes. Nelson on his back. He's going to have to throw it down the field. And there's a jump ball! Intercepted! Niner, Luke Gowdy. Did he stay in bounds?
I don't know. Let's just hope the footage covers that.
I don't believe his foot was in. It was a 50-50 jump ball, and Gowdy was the first one there. He unfortunately didn't get a foot in bounds, so they will have to redo that and spark some more magic. 3rd and 15 now from the 29. A must-needed first down to keep this drive going, the best one yet.
And the crowd on the left side is cheering. Let's go with the defense, which will be very necessary at this minute.
The QB option, QB draw, and Murray is met right away. Nick Elsner, how about that? And Gavin Larson on the tackle. The sophomore Elsner getting in the mix. And it'll be 4th and 13 now from the 26. See if they go for it or try to just kick this field goal. They don't have an established kicker on the Eisenhower team, so they might just try to get a first down here.
Besides, the time's ticking down very quickly. It's 1:35 right now. But let's just hope the strategy pulls out. Throw!
Play clock at 1. And now a flag thrown. Move them back 5 yards. Delay of game. Unless they call it a timeout. Move them back 5 yards, that's a delay of game. And so now it'll be a 4th and 18, almost a miracle at this point from the West 31.
We're 21 seconds away from the minute point. Again, as I already said, let's just hope for a miracle. Am I right?
A great turnout from the West Side student section here tonight for week 1 of the football season. Promoted everywhere on the Lincoln Way West athletics and football page to encourage students to come out to the game tonight and have some fun with their friends. 4th and 18 from the 31. 1:21 to go in the first quarter. Gonna take a shot. He wants his guy. That's Moore. Jump ball. Incomplete. RJ Boyd getting his first career start tonight. Breaks up the pass, and it's a turnover on downs, and West will take the ball from the 31.
I mean, the only turnover I like is an apple turnover pie. And this is my job. I make jokes,
West
and I'll be here all day.
forces the turnover, and will take the ball from the 31 now. We'll see if they use Grant Tustin's arm. They did not see it at all in the first drive. They will go back on the ground. It's Jahan, wrapped up right away, still fighting, a relentless runner. Take it near the 38.
And we just reached the minute mark, going down.
Four plays for West has resulted in 32 rushing yards and a touchdown, all by number 2 in the backfield, Jahan Abubakar. This time it's a QB keeper. It's Grant Tustin. He did that a lot last year when he saw the field in the crunch time, and will take it near the marker. It'll be 3rd and inches for the Warriors.
And final 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the first quarter down.
West does not get the 3rd and inches off. First quarter wraps up 7-0 Warriors, heading in to 12 minutes of play left in the first half. Some first quarter takeaways. The West offensive run game looks stellar. That's all they have done today. Eisenhower offense could be cooking something up with their 3rd drive of the game coming up in the second quarter after some strong runs by DeMarcus Johnson, excuse me. As now the West side will enjoy Sweet Caroline.
Hands reaching out, watching me, touching you. Sing it! Sweet Caroline, ba ba ba. Your times never feel so good, so good, so good. I feel the light. Believe that no I was I light. Seems so lonely.
From Enter Sandman to Sweet Caroline, they find the ways to get the West side and the dance and cheer teams involved. However, they have some focus to turn towards. 3rd and inches with the first play from the start of the second quarter.
And speaking of Sweet Caroline, doesn't that remind me? The 13th, isn't that homecoming?
First down, Warriors. Jahan Abubakar taking the rush, and yes, homecoming is on September 13th.
All right, so get yourself a mate, go out with friends, get a suit, get a dress, whoever you're watching.
One of the key moments of the school year for Lincoln Way West and high schools around the nation. The homecoming dances, as well as right now the football games. 1st and 10 now.
And then I'm pretty sure on the 8th is the homecoming Olympics.
From the 47, play action. Tustin going to use his arm for the first time of the season.
Oh,
and
that's
intercepted.
a catch. What, is that going to be the catch of the day? I don't know. Stay tuned.
Tustin throws his first pick of the year off of his first pass, and Kevion Newsom comes up and takes the interception. Tustin almost felt like he forced the ball in there. Wanted to show off his arm ability. And now Eisenhower will get a chance to answer the Warriors. 7-0 West still. 11:23 to go in the first half. Ball is placed at the 20. West defense has had some struggles of stopping them on the ground. They've done a great job of keeping them out of the air. And so we'll see how the defense will adjust here for Eisenhower's third drive of the game. Whistle blew. See what.
Now what do you see?
Looks like they're going to move Eisenhower backwards.
Fascinating.
So they're going to call it for a delay of game on Eisenhower, so that will push him back 5 yards. 1st and 15 now from the 15. First and 15 from the 15. Eisenhower's third drive of the game. A play action, dropping back is Murray, throwing across the middle. Intended for Newsome. Incomplete pass, and it'll be 2nd and 15 now for the Cardinals. The last time Eisenhower played against Lincoln Way West didn't go as planned. Week 1 of the season last year at home. Ended up losing that affair 40-7. Tustin got in and threw one pass that game, and it was an absolute spiral to senior at the time, Austin Roswell, and that was his lone pass of the season. Came in week 1 when Hatfletch had to go into the tent for a quick checkup. 2nd and 15, the electric runner, ball pops out. Who falls on it? Who has it? Indication saying that Eisenhower might have fell back on it. And it appears they did. Almost a disaster situation for Eisenhower. The ball flew up in the air. No indication who fell on it. At the end, it was Eisenhower. 3rd and 16 now. Pushing him back just 1 yard. And desperation needed as they need to just get some offensive momentum. Try to keep this drive alive. 3rd and 16 now. West rushing 4. On the run is Keon Keel. He'll take it right around the 25, call it the 26. And that will likely force Eisenhower to punt this one away back to Lincoln Way West.
On the run, number 7, Keon Keel for the Cardinals. Supporting the 10 first Lincoln Way West.
You gotta admire the band playing. You can't believe those are actually students.
Very great Lincoln Way student band that we have here at West.
You can say that again. You know what? Announcing taught me a couple things about looking at the smaller details from up here.
The great scenery that we have, and it's a fake. They tried this again earlier in the year, and Murray taking it down the sideline.
And that's out of bounds.
A similar flashback to the 2nd round of the playoffs last year for Lincoln Way West that led to an 86-yard touchdown for Batavia in last year's game. Well, looking at that, red flag should have definitely happened for Lincoln Way West's defensive sideline, as Tarek Murray lined up as the punter, as the starting quarterback, and instead just rushing himself. His ability on the ground is definitely playing a factor here today. Keon Field breaking free again. Timmy Licky trying to bring him down. He can't. Field staying on his feet, being ended up pushed to the ground by Nick Elsner, and a 1st down for Eisenhower. Beating him on the ground is certainly the game for Eisenhower today.
I mean, yeah, it could be still anyone's game. That 7 could be very insignificant real quickly if Eisenhower just focuses up and Again, they're doing their best they can, and we
First and
appreciate
10.
that.
It's Veal on the ground again. Veal breaking multiple tackles, taking it deep into the red zone, and will be tackled inside the 10. First and goal now for Eisenhower.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but is that the danger zone for West?
You don't want to allow them inside the red zone, and Eisenhower moving quickly. Getting back to the line in time. Handoff again, it's Keon Veal missing the tackle. Initially was Timmy Licky, and will end up being brought down right around the 6 or 5 yard line. Noah Wendt making the stop along with Brady Nelson, and they did not get anywhere, so it'll be second and goal still from the 7.
Still in the danger zone, right?
Second and goal, less than 8 to go. Here, it's another great option. It's Murray taking himself and get blown up and blasted to the ground. And we spotted inside the 5.
Eisenhower's very close for getting a touchdown, I must say.
Noah went and met him there. 3rd and 3 now. 3rd and goal from the 3, excuse me. 7:30 to go here in the first half, and whistles blow on the play, and will likely move Eisenhower back 5 yards. Whistles blow, and it's a timeout for Lincoln Way West instead of a penalty. 7:27 to go here in the first half, and Eisenhower looking directly into the end zone, hoping to score their first one of the game and the season to kick off 2025 on the right foot for the Cardinals. West defense is definitely needing a stop here. This is a team that lost a lot of seniors, including that linebacking core of Josh Velman going to Northwestern, Nathan Elzer to Northern Illinois for wrestling, and Johnny Ramos to Lake Forest. Losing their top 3 linebackers is never key, but they have Noah Wendt and others in replacement. It's all about next man up. Ethan McCarron also in the linebacking field for the Warriors as replacement guys. It's always next man up at West when it occurs like this. Backfield is empty. Tarek Murray on a 3rd and goal. He will keep it himself. It's Murray.
Is that a touchdown? I kept
Trying to break the pylon, and he is going to be no indication yet.
The suspense is killing me.
And he's in. Touchdown Eisenhower. On the quarterback keeper, and Eisenhower an extra point away from tying this ball game up, or 2 points away from taking a lead.
See, I was right. My prediction was just 4 minutes off.
Eisenhower coming back after that disastrous first drive of the game for the offense and defense. Field goal up, and we are tied 7-7 with 7:09 here to go at the west side. As now the offense will regroup and regather and head back out.
Thank you.
To see what went wrong with that last drive and leading into a Tustin interception that led to 7. And so now the offense will head back out with 7:09 here to go in the first half.
We have 7 minutes and 9 seconds remaining on the clock with the first half. The game is tied up 7-7.
Braden McNulty, the sophomore, and senior Jackson Mansker back to receive for the Warriors.
Looks like the section of the crowd is very excited.
And catching this one is number 56, and a big time tackle. Sheesh, brought him out to the quick. There is Austin Collins, a linebacker that made the return. So this Eisenhower defense lost a couple of guys over the offseason. Andre Lovett was a defensive back and graduated and heading to University of Illinois to play football. And they lost sophomore defensive tackle Sincere Harris, and he transferred to Richards High School and holds offers from Ball State and Central Michigan. Meanwhile, Jahan Abubakar breaking into the secondary and takes it past the 40.
Crowd's cheering. Sorry, crowd's cheering, barely hear you.
Takes it for 22, and it's a first down for Lincoln Way West. And held offers from Ball State and Central Michigan as a 4-star recruit, and we'll see more.
What is that, the 38-yard line?
First and 10 from the 38, 6:35 to go here in the first half. West driving down the field efficiently to begin with. We'll see if they go back to Tustin's arm. It's only been on the ground for the Warriors so far today. First and 10. They do go on the ground. It's Jahan taking it inside the 35. Call it right around the 32.
And with 6 minutes remaining on the clock. Could be anyone's half, anyone's game. It's tied. That's the neat part about ties. But sometimes you need to break them.
2nd and 4 from the 32. Less than 6 to go in the first half, and it's going to be another handoff. Jahan trying to break free, bouncing through the front 5 there, and will now take it for the first down. Efficient runner is Jahan Abubakar, as he is just so fearless, puts his head down and lowers his shoulder any chance he can get. He can do multiple things on the ground with his efficient, speedy running and his power as well. Makes him an efficient back. 1st and 10 after that play. It's Jahan. Another handoff. Takes it near the 20, past the 25. Going to be at the 22. So 2nd and 5 now. 4:48 to go. Second and 5, Jahan on the ground again, takes it past the 20 this time into the Eisenhower red zone, but will be short of the marker. Third and 3. Ball spotted at the 20.
Now let's just, I don't want to call this, too far away from the line, but
lined up under center. Jahan hit right away immediately. Let's see if he got the first. He's going to be close.
Let's just hope I isn't after you.
Looks like he might be short. Looks like he got the first down. I think the mic's turned off.
But honestly, I must say, Eisenhower better have a good defense if West is going to get another touchdown.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. However, Jahan got the first down and a little more. Staying on his feet.
And that's a touchdown, folks. That's how we do things around here.
Jahan's in for his first touchdown of the season, and West takes that lead right back. 13-7, 3:25 here to go in the first half. Jahan got the first down, but he said he wanted just a little bit more and took it in for 6. And now Zach Hermanson will be out there to kick the extra point. He has done a great job of the extra points throughout his career. Braden McNulty, the holder, and Hermanson puts it through. 14-7, 3:25 to go here for Lincoln Way West.
The dance and band members are really happy about this one, I must say.
It's been the ground game today. Not much passing from both teams. West has only tried to throw one pass today, and it led to an interception.
Every single Friday, we always have to hear that song. It's kind of addicting, I'm not gonna lie.
And so Eisenhower will now receive a great last drive for Eisenhower. Went down after taking over on the errors by Lincoln Way West's offense, and they went down and scored. 14-7. Hermanson out there to kick this one away back to Eisenhower. First couple times he put this one into the end zone for a touchback. Took a little bit off it, and it's going to be...
That was a catch by number one on
Moore, and he fumbles the football. West fall on it. Do they fall on it?
On the return, number 1, Larnell Moore, ball knocked out or recovered by Eisenhower.
Eisenhower recovers. Larnell Moore, their main speed option guy. They're one of the speediest guys on their roster, and he lost the football, but Eisenhower ended up recovering and deep into their own territory. 1st and 10 from the 12. A little flea flicker, a little trickery. Breaking free.
I love trickery.
Was wrapped up immediately. And ended up breaking free. It's like Keon Jackson.
Now, I could make a very funny joke about we're breaking free from High School Musical. However, I don't feel like doing it.
So it'll be 2nd and 7 from the 15. It was Keon Jackson that took it on the reverse. He was wrapped up immediately deep in his own backfield, but ended up breaking free and only took it for 3 yards and avoided massive disaster. 2:33, 2nd and 7. Be Murray on the keeper, and he'll take it for no yardage, maybe 1 if that. That was Luke Gowdy forcing him out of bounds, and it'll be 3rd down now for the Cardinals. Eisenhower entering their 2nd season under Vincent Holmes. Led them to 4-5 last year, and will hopefully take them back to the playoffs this year on a 3rd and 5. He is blown up.
With 2:19 remaining on the clock.
Number 20, RJ Boy, met him immediately, and it will be 4th and short now for the Cardinals. Well, last time they wanted to punt the ball. They ended up rushing it and took it into West territory for the second time today. End up faking the punt, so we'll see if the defense will expect it again.
And there goes our lovely train. Yeah, we're not recording the train, but the train's coming. All aboard!
4th and 1, and they will look like they're almost trying to draw West off sides. Instead, a timeout will be taken.
Fascinating.
Minute 34 left to go here in the first half.
Feeling inside my bones.
Keon Veal had himself a great season last year for the Cardinals. 68 total tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and 3 fumble recoveries as a junior. He's a junior linebacker, and he had himself a great season. He's back for his senior year. We saw him mainly on the ground game for the Cardinal offense. Haven't seen him much on the defensive side of the ball this year.
Now, it's my job to talk about random stuff, but did you guys hear? You Swifties are going to be happy that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. I'm not personally myself a Swiftie, but good for them. Making people happy.
So now Chase Markowitz back to receive for the Warriors. And this time they are going to fake it again. But this time they won't get it. How about that? Doesn't work the second time. And instead the West offense will likely come back onto the field with great field position.
Minute 28, how are we feeling about this?
They're set up in pretty good territory, so maybe could see 6 more coming here soon. But they got to execute it first. Minute 28, they got plenty of time. A yard away from entering the Eisenhower red zone. 1st and 10. Grant rolling out to his right, firing on the run, and incomplete.
And that's a drop of the ball.
Trying to find his guy, that's 83, Brady McNulty. Left him just a little bit short. And so they will do 2nd and 10 now from the 21. Tonight, number 3 ranked in the state, Lincoln Way East, is traveling to number 12, Maine South tonight, as the reigning SWVC Blue champions are looking to make another statement here in 2025. Jahan looking for number 2 on the day for number 2. Race to the pylon. He will be pushed out of bounds at the 3. He is electric.
Bigelow. With a minute 15 on the clock. 14-7. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think they'll get another touchdown this quarter. There's always the next one.
Well, they're set up pretty well. It's 1st and goal from the 3. Eisenhower should be expecting where they're going to go. It is number 2. Is he in? Jahan trying to break the field. He is in. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Well, call me wrong.
Touchdown, Lincoln Way West, 20-7. And they have answered ever since that mistake that happened on Grant Tussin's first pass that led to a pick. They have answered that call, and it's been Jahan on the ground.
Who's playing Who's playing the Mario coin thing? Never mind. I'm going crazy. But will they make this extra point? Will it be 21-7 or 20-7?
21-7 the new score after a Zach Hermanson extra point is up and good, and a minute 06 left to go here in the first half.
So now that means Eisenhower needs 2 touchdowns in order to reach at least a tie. I don't know. Do you think that Eisenhower's gonna get the two touchdowns?
Well, they can definitely get one. They have a minute 06 left, 2 timeouts here left to go here in the first half. Not going to rule out the possibility of 2, however. West would have to receive the ball and somehow turn it over in the midst of that.
I mean, there's at least 25 minutes remaining on the clock for the rest of this quarter and the whole other half.
That is right.
But hey, anything is possible.
Minute 06 left to go here in the first half. Lincoln Way West routing the Eisenhower Cardinals 21-7 so far through 24 minutes of play.
That is a long kick.
Into the end zone for a touchback, and Eisenhower will look to maybe get 3 points off of this drive. They have a minute 06 with 2 timeouts. They can try to get 6 with a touchdown. As the 1st and 10 from the 20 for Eisenhower.
And it's now just got to the time where if you check your phone, if you have it set up to light and dark mode, it's now switched to dark mode. So congratulations to the night.
1st and 10 for Eisenhower. Lincoln Way West is ranked 7th in 7A rankings to begin the season.
7th. That's not a bad number.
For 7A, and so they'll take it for a yard. It's going to be Keon Jackson again on the carry. And a West timeout here with a minute left to go in the first half. Some first half takeaways. It's all for the West offense, Jahan Abubakar. And that's about it. Jahan has just been absolutely sensational today. 2 touchdowns for him. Just a great game for him all overall. And
And now entering under a minute of the second quarter.
handoff looks like it's going to be number 16. That's Joe Bacarnia.
I mean, time's still ticking. I'm just saying. Going down to 35 at the moment I'm speaking.
So 3rd and 7 for Eisenhower. Less than 30 seconds to go. No hurry by Eisenhower. Likely expecting this one to head into the second half as the time will continue to wind down. Mansker comes on a blitz. Instead, it's going to be Murray keeping it himself. A flag is thrown on the play as he's pushed out of bounds right around the 27. And Murray throws the ball at number 9, Luke Gowdy over there. And no fight breaking out. Is one thing they've been teaching West this year is discipline. Just staying very disciplined overall and letting nothing get to them.
You know, right now, at this very moment, there's 81 of you guys watching. We appreciate it.
Flag was thrown for a block in the back. So that play will be erased and 9 seconds left. Third and 17 from their own 13. 4th and 7 now. They lost it down on that one. And whistle's blowing the play, likely a timeout. And an Eisenhower timeout with 9 seconds left to go in the first half, and they need to just find a way to just get some momentum and take this into the half. West receives the ball to begin the second half, as they deferred when they won the coin toss. Defensive-wise, R.J. Boyd has been so far a standout. He's been looking pretty good in his first career game at the varsity level. Luke Gowdy and Noah Wendt, Brady Nelson, some other names that have looked pretty good for the defense so far. They travel to Lockport next week, and they will take on the Porters in one of their toughest matchups of the season, and in their first conference matchup of the year as well. Fourth and 7. This time they will punt this one away. It's going to be Marco. It's calling for a fair catch, and he will do so at the 45. Well, they call the prayer the Hail Mary for a reason, as they will see if they will do one with the time winding down and try to maybe get Grant's arm loose a little bit. He's only thrown 2 passes today, and both were intercepted and incomplete. However, he does have his first career completion coming last season against Eisenhower. Well, it looks like they're not kneeling this football. It looks like they will try to throw one last heave down the field. Markowitz and Elijah James with Ethan Swanson at the bottom of your screen. Toston is going to air this one out down the field, just a little too strong, as the first half will come to a close, and West leading the Eisenhower Cardinals 21-7 at the halftime. We got a 15-minute halftime break, and we will see you in 15 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field at this time your Lincoln West Warrior Varsity cheer team. presenting the 2025 Warrior Varsity Dance Team. Check it out. Let's hear it for the Varsity Dance Team. A fantastic job as always. Warriors, don't forget here at halftime, if you're hungry or thirsty, please make sure you stop by one of the concession stands located on the west side of the stadium. We are open by both zones tonight. You can pick up food, beverages, and spiritware. Tonight's vendors include Kona Ice, Traveling Top Coffee, PCBY, and Auntie Anne's. We also have Chef Oli's famous brats for sale. Your purchases go right back to the fine student athletes here at Lincoln Way West. Thank you, football fans, for your support, and let's go Warriors!
Mr. Gallagher. go over some first half recaps as we are about to begin the second half here at Lincoln Way West against Eisenhower. The offense has just been strictly Jahan Abubakar, 3 touchdowns here today. He has been the primary guy of this offense so far today. Grant Tustin hasn't seen much time at all. Just a couple rushing yards, and that's about it. Chase Markowitz on the defense making some great plays as well. As we'll see if they'll use Tustin more in the pass game here to begin the second half as West does receive the ball. Be interesting to see if they will receive and elect to pass the ball more often, as that they have not done that. They've only thrown 2 passes here today, with one being intercepted and one being incomplete. For Eisenhower, it has been a bunch of different guys. It's been Tarek Murray, but also it's been Keon Johnson as well, and Keon Veal on the offensive side of the ball. Just kind of running the ball, and that's been their main thing here today, is keeping it on the ground. They've only thrown a very small amount of passes. If you like running backs and watching football being played on the ground, this is definitely your kind of game. We've only seen 1 turnover so far. If you're excluding turnover on downs, then it's Grant Tustin's interception, as we'll see if they will use his ability to throw. He's been an exceptional passer over the summer, and we have not seen that much of today. Grant Tustin holds an offer from Upper Iowa without even having without having a career start under his belt. Obviously that will change after tonight, but it'll be interesting to see how Tustin progresses over the next couple weeks and see how much they trust him. So the second half about to get underway here at the west side. As West will receive the ball to begin the second half. Braden McNulty and Jackson Mansker back there to receive for the Warriors. Eisenhower still getting their special teams in order. Action around the SWVC. Waubonsie Valley is facing their rival against Neuqua Valley tonight at home. They finished 500 last season with a playoff loss to Oswego, as Neuqua Valley definitely their number one team on their list. As Neuqua Valley faces a very difficult schedule this year, as they ranked number 72 in the state of Illinois. 24 minutes to be played. 12 of them about to happen in the third, and a line drive kick that's picked up by Austin Collins for the second time, and Collins still on his feet, There goes Austin Collins, the junior linebacker, taking it into Eisenhower territory up to the 35. Who needs Braden McNulty? Who needs Jackson Mansker when you have Austin Collins taking it to the 35, giving Grant Tustin some room to work with, setting up in very good field position for the first drive of the second half. The goal is always the end zone for both teams, and in this case, it is West trying to get into the Lincoln Way end zone, called the north end zone. Tustin has to throw out of pressure, and a blitz came. Throws out of sack, and it'll be 2nd and 10 now. The temperature seems to get lower and lower as each play happens. Starting to get a little more chillier here at the west side. Tustin will complete his first pass of the season, and it's to his running back, Jahan.
Warriors down to the 28-yard line of the Cardinals. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 for Lincoln Way West.
So it would now be 3rd and 3 for Lincoln Way West as Tustin completes his first pass of the season, get that first one under his belt, and it'll be 3rd and 3 now. They will hand this one off. It's Jahan. He will fight his way in a little more for that first down. Relentless and fearless is Jahan. It's two great adjectives to describe him. Will Makarowski and Elijah James coming off the field, along with Thatcher Skurrud. Haven't seen much of Thatcher today. Thatcher listed as 6'4", 230, absolutely. Tustin, number 2, for his second career pass is Jahan, giving him too much room to work with, and he's tripped up out of bounds.
Tustin with the completion to number 2 on Overton.
Jahan will take it near the marker. Going to be a couple of yards short. And it'll be 2nd and 5 now. Eisenhower giving Jahan just way too much room to work with. As that's all he's done today is just run it. Tustin, he's going to go to the air, and making the catch is McNulty. Touchdown, Lincoln Way West. One-handed grab by the sophomore. What a catch by Braden McNulty, and he's in for 6. Unbelievable catch by the sophomore, one-handed behind the defender. Talk about potential top 10 highlights of the night for Braden McNulty. The future is bright with Braden McNulty in the Warrior football program. And they're going to now fake it. McNulty will have to throw it up in the air, incomplete. A bad snap, and McNulty just had to run it. So West will not get the extra point, but 27-7 is how it stands as of right now. Tustin throws his first career touchdown to an absolute dime to Braden McNulty, and what a catch that was by the sophomore. $10:57 to go here in the third quarter. West leading the Eisenhower Cardinals 27-7. Jahan Abubakar, 3 touchdowns on the day, and how about the sophomore Brady McNulty having one of his own. Senior kicker, number 6, Zach Hermanson, to kick this one away back to the Cardinals. And Eisenhower will see their first offensive possession of the half. And he is just absolutely drilled. The West special teams all over him. How about that? Kyle Corpitz blowing him up inside the 15. Ethan McCarron also in the mix on the tackle, but it was Kyle Corpitz that laid him out. So Tarek Murray and his Cardinal offense come out for their first offensive drive of the second half. And this time it's going to go on the ground. Keon Veal again, excuse me. And we'll take it for a yard. So it was number 1 Jackson Mansker in on the tackle, and be 2nd and 9 now for the Cardinals. Mansker, one of the returning starters. 70 tackles last year. 2 forced fumbles and 1 fumble recovery for the junior. Last year, and now back again starting as a senior. 2nd and 9, 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Eisenhower trying to shape up some points here, and a flag will throw. Delay a game on the offense as they just keep on racking up delay of game penalties all day. A great turnout, however, from the Junior Warriors and Junior Knights, as tonight is youth night here at Lincoln Way West. Always a great turnout to see the youth movement here at the stadium. Some future Lincoln Way West Warriors be playing on this field in years. 2nd and 14 now from the 11. They'll go on the ground. It's Keon Veal again. Veal getting forced down right around the 15. Bringing it back to where they originally started. And it'll be 3rd and long now for the Cardinals. Third and 10, less than 10 to go here in the third quarter. And they will go on the ground again. It's Keon Veal, and he is going to be short, well short of the first down marker, and that will likely result in an Eisenhower punt. Looks like it was Gavin Larson in on the tackle, making the stop, and that will force Eisenhower to punt the ball back to Lincoln Way West. Chase Markowitz setting up right around the opposing 45. See if they try to do a fake again. This time they will punt it away. A sky-high kick. Markowitz calling for a fair catch at the 41, and that is where Grant Tustin and his boys will go back to work on the Cardinal defense, resulted in a very efficient drive from all aspects. Jahan taking it in the beginning, but it's been more in the air for Lincoln Way West's offense in that last drive. They went to the air a total of 3 times, resulting in a touchdown. They're trying to just get him more comfortable with throwing the ball instead of handing off to Jahan every time. And they're just trying to get him as comfortable as possible, and that's what they did all offseason as he was working with coach, offensive coordinator David Ernst, just going over the playbook and film every single day before school to get him comfortable. They will throw a deep ball, Markowitz, nobody home. But Grant Tustin, Luke Lokank, the head coach, and offensive coordinator David Ernst, they all just went through the film every single day before school, just making sure they are on the same page with the playbook. And Grant very familiar with the playbook as he sat behind Chase Hetfletch all season, just trying to get him familiar with the film for this season and these moments. They go back to the ground here. It's Jahan spinning his way down inside the 30 and will be marked at the 30. We'll take it for the first down for Lincoln Way West. It's almost like every single time number 2 gets the ball, West offense is just so efficient. 3 touchdowns today for Jahan Abubakar, and the key contributor today. Tustin back to the air on 1st and 10, and he tried to find McNulty for the 3rd time today. An incomplete pass, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for Lincoln Way West. 8:01 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hand off, Jahan will take it right through the middle of the chaos, and will take it near the 25. Will be marked at the 26-yard line. 3rd and medium for Lincoln Way West. They got some yardage to gain. They have the weapons to do so. We haven't seen much of number 4, Ethan Swanson, today. 0 targets for him. McNulty up there with him has 3 and a touchdown. But it's mainly been Jahan getting the ball, and they will go back to the air. And there is Ethan Swanson, and he's in. Touchdown, Lincoln Way West. 2nd touchdown of the game for Grant Tustin, and Ethan Swanson collects touchdown number 1 of his high school career at the varsity level. Speak of the devil. (33-7). West offense just waking up in the 2nd half. As they are just getting Tustin more and more comfortable with the passing game. Another lone snap, they'll throw it and nothing doing. Another bad snap leads to no points for the extra point. However, 33-7, 7:23 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Pair of receivers getting some touchdowns, and Jahan Abubakar, 3 touchdowns today for the Warrior offense, and it has been all Lincoln Way West ever since Eisenhower tied the game at 7 in the 1st half.
One shot, one opportunity. Sees everything you ever wanted. One moment.
26 unanswered for Lincoln Way West so far today. And they've just been doing absolutely everything on the offensive side of the ball. Defense has been pretty good as well. They've had a couple of drives where it was a little questionable and not as clean up as Lincoln Way West would like it. But they see a couple returners to the team for the defense for Lincoln Way West as Hermanson puts this one into the end zone for a touchback. And Eisenhower try to get some offensive momentum. They haven't seen much of that in the second half. It's been the ground game for them. Just been able to run the ball so well in the beginning, and they have definitely dialed it back just a little bit. This was a Warrior defense last year that just felt unstoppable at times in conference play in the midst of the season last year, with so many guys just contributing across the board from the secondary to the line. Murray's going to throw this one down the field and incomplete. Intended for Larnell Moore. Their wide receiver won, but they couldn't connect, and it was R.J. Boy in coverage. Just missed him. A pretty good ball by Murray. Just couldn't be able to complete that pass, and
with more board certified, fellowship trained orthopedic specialists than anyone in the region, Illinois Bone & Joint Institute offers a full range.
This is an Eisenhower team that finished conference play 3-3 last year, and they have a schedule that favors the Cardinals, and if they want to get back to the playoffs this season, last time they won was 2023, and won in the first round, then they lost in the second round against Kankakee, and we'll see just if Eisenhower is able to answer Lincoln Way West, because they have not been able to do so ever since they tied the game earlier.
Also, football fans, if you're hungry or thirsty, make sure to stop by either of the concession stands located on the west side.
They will take on Johnson College Prep. They won 3-6 last year in school from Chicago, and they will have their home opener next week against them. If they can capture this miracle, try to go 2-0 in the first two games of the season. Injury timeout for Eisenhower as they carry a player off the field. Hopefully nothing serious coming their way for Eisenhower. So now a 2nd and 10. They're going to throw this ball, and it's going to be a first down. It's Keon Jackson, excuse me. Got a little, what is that, snow cone? Can never go wrong indeed. West offense has excelled today, but we'll turn our attention to the defense. 1st and 10 from their own 33. They will hand this ball on the ground and get nowhere. That looks like it was Marcina again on the carry. Seen a little bit of him today. And it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Cardinals. So 2nd and 9. Approaching halfway through the third quarter. Play action. Dropping deep, gonna throw out deep down the field, and it's intercepted. Number 20, it's RJ Boy. Taking it to Eisenhower territory and a little more. RJ Boy, one man to beat, and he will be tackled inside the 15. How about that? First career interception for RJ Boy. Murray saw that 50-50 ball again. Tried to connect, and instead it's RJ Boy coming up with the interception. Cut across his receiver to make the play and almost took it back for 6. Instead, we'll rely on that West offense to try to punch in for the touchdown. And they'll go on the ground again. It's Jahan looking for number 4 on the day, and he has it. Touchdown on the play, but a flag is thrown that will likely bring this one back. Yeah, blocking the back on the offense that brought this one back, so Jahan won't have number 4 on the day just yet. Could get it later. .5:43 to go here in the third. It's Swanson motioning over. It's Jahan going to try it again. Will be tackled instead. A nice tackle by 22 Erico Gill, making the nice tackle to bring down Abubakar. And it'll be 2nd and 14 now from the Eisenhower 16. Well, they're already in field goal range of Zach Hermanson. Hermanson has been able to nail at most 48 yarders and 55 in practice. Suffered a torn meniscus injury during the baseball season over the spring, but he's back fully healthy and ready to go for the football season. And you got some motion on the line. It looks like going to be on Eisenhower to bring them up 5 yards. Indeed it is. Encroachment on the defense, and now bring up now 2nd and 9. Grant back to throw. He gives it off. It's Jahan. Can he get to the end zone? Going to be just short. A nice tackle down there. And the first tackle of the game for Keon Veal as he brings down Abubakar.
And that's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Warriors.
So now 1st and goal for Lincoln Way West from the 3, as the clock will continue to run as they're approaching that, where the time will just continue to run regardless of what happens. And Jahan, another run. Is he in? Yes, he is. Number 4 on the day for Jahan Abubakar, and he's in for the touchdown. An extra point away from the same score as last year. Jahan in for his 4th of the day. Field goal is up, and it doesn't look like it was no good. So Hermanson misses the extra point. Score remains 39-7. Jahan Abubakar, 4 touchdowns on the day. As now Hermanson will punt this one, or kick this one away, excuse me, back to Eisenhower as they'll try to just get something going that's in the positive direction. And a kick that will soar into the end zone for another touchback. And Eisenhower will look to try to just find some silver lining. Anything is possible in these kind of games, especially high school. When it comes to leads, West holds a 32-point lead over the Cardinals, but anything is possible. One of the best student sections in the state, the West Side they call it. Enjoying this game in 39-7 still as Murray running out of room. He is wrapped up. Jackson Mansker on the sack. West brought a little bit of pressure and Murray didn't know what to do and had to go down back inside his own 10. Second and 22 from Eisenhower's own 8-yard line. They will run it and just absolutely wrapped up. Pads smashing together and all. Number 16, that's Marcena. Max White in the mix and Timmy Licky to make the play as we have an injury on the field. Kavion Newsom, we've seen a lot of him today, and he's on the ground for an injury timeout. Could be a cramp or a little more severe, but it has been all Lincoln Way West here today. 32 unanswered points by the Warriors, and so it's 3rd down and 22. Last play was Marcena on the carry. Third and long for Eisenhower. QB keeper as he'll be wrapped up immediately. Nick Elsner in the mix, as long as with Austin Collins on the tackle. Noah Went makes a tackle as well, and that will force Eisenhower to punt this one back to Lincoln Way West. Eisenhower and Lincoln Way West reached a 2-game agreement a couple of years back to play just 2 games to begin the season, and we'll see if they will renew for next year. I was told they would likely not renew. Lincoln Way West would not. We'll punt this one away. Markowitz will catch this one out of bounds, and that's where Lincoln Way West will bring their offense back onto the field. And what has been dominance by their offense today. We'll see if they put the starters back out there, maybe get some of the juniors in for some experience. Juniors and sophomores on this team that round out the West roster, as well as seniors. Minute 52 to go in the third. First and 10 from the 41 once everything gets set. Looks like another Eisenhower injury on the near sideline. Can't tell who that is exactly, but that's just the 3rd injury of the day for Eisenhower. Thankfully, none for West. Unfortunate for Eisenhower. Well, a little bit of drizzle is falling here. Not much. It's very, very brief. No showers in the forecast.
Attention all students, please make sure that you call or text for your rides. All students, please call or text for your rides.
That was number 11, Elijah Williams, who is thankfully on his feet and hobbling off the field. Looks like Jahan will have the rest for the rest of the day. Alex DiLorenzo, the junior, in his first varsity appearance, and he will get his first varsity handoff. Was the starter on the sophomore team last year and will be tackled after a couple yards.
Gain of 4 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 6.
Took it for 4 yards, and we'll do 2nd and 6 now. (39-7). Dominance by Lincoln Way West here today. Alex DiLorenzo taking the carry. How about Alex DiLorenzo taking it for the first down?
Across the 30-yard line. Tackle on the play by number 22. Hill. And that's going to move the chains. It's a Lincoln Way West first down.
Anything can happen indeed, but this is just shaping out to be a Warrior blowout here tonight. DiLorenzo in the backfield. Looks like Brady McNulty lined up at the bottom of your screen at the 30. And they're going to throw it to him. It's McNulty. Deep ball over his head. One of the best young track athletes in the school is Brady McNulty. Ran on the varsity team this year. As Elijah James will head onto the field for 27, Alex DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo listed at 5'6", 135. And he is very shifty and quick, and he got a lot of reps on the sophomore team last year, as it looks like it's Vince Villa lined up at fullback. Which Tustin gonna run it himself, gonna lower his shoulder and take it for the first down. How about Grant Tustin putting his head down late in this game and keeping the drive going for Lincoln Way West. 1st and 10 from the 24 as time about to wind down here in the 3rd quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 3rd quarter has ended.
12 minutes left. 39-7. Great performance from the trumpet players of the Lincoln Way Marching Band. The classic trumpet noise. "12 minutes left to play, 39-7. West routing the Eisenhower Cardinals in week 1 of the IHSA football season. First and 10 from the 19. Hand off again, DiLorenzo wrapped up immediately. A nice tackle for loss there.
DiLorenzo on the carry for the Warriors. Number 9, Lewis on the tackle.
And that's going to be number 9. That's Damian Lewis, his senior linebacker, making the tackle. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 now from the 19. Hand off, how about that? Nick Sarna in the mix.
Ball carrier on the play for the Warriors. Number 28, Nick Sarna.
getting his first career varsity carry and takes it for maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd and 10 now for Lincoln Way West. We'll see if they put in backup quarterback Jacob Howard, also a JV baseball player last year. We'll see if he will get in the game today. So far, it's still Grant. Nick Sarna lined up behind Grant Tustin, and it will blow it dead. What kind of ice is it down there? Kona ice or? Can't tell. A lot of concessions here for the Lincoln Way West and Eisenhower crowd. Third and 5. It was an offsides on the defense, and it will be Alex DiLorenzo taking the carry on a 3rd and 5. He's going to be close to the marker. Didn't get the first. Ball spotted at the 10. So it'll be 4th and 1 for Lincoln Way West. Might as well keep the offense on the field. And just try to just wind down the clock as much as possible. Instead, oh, they're going to give it to him. First down for West. Looked like he was just short at the beginning. Instead of give it to him. Nick Sarna wrapped up immediately. Going to be DeMarcus Johnson, the wide receiver and DB that swallows up Sarna. Vince Villa will head on. Sarna will come off. As we're starting to see some of the backups in the game. Tustin still in the game, as well as Swanson and McNulty. And another flag. Now they move it just a little bit closer. 2nd and goal from the 6. It's Tustin on the keeper. Trying to find his way to the end zone. So it'll be tackled inside the 5.
Quarterback keeper on the play, number 12, Tustin. Wrapped up by a whole 50. Cardinals 3rd down and goal coming up. Once again, all students, please make sure that you call or text for your eyes.
So both quarterbacks on the field for Lincoln Way West, Howard and Tustin. Wonder what they have planned here. So Howard's lined up right next to Tustin. And instead it's going to be a keeper. It's Tustin. He's in. Touchdown, Lincoln Way West. A read option that takes Tustin in the end zone for 6. (45-7) to leave the offense on the field. They try to convert a 2-point conversion here with 8:20 to go here. With 8:20 to go in the 4th quarter. West side looks just a little bit more thinner as the crowd is starting to make their way to the exits as they believe West has this one won. Timeout called by Lincoln Way West. They'll go over the playbook, see how they can try to get these 2 points. Yep, West scored another touchdown, a Grant Tustin rushing touchdown. West side still rocking. 8:20 to go here in the game. But the West side still intact, enjoying a West potential victory in the final minutes. Tustin will throw. Look at that, Thatcher Skurrut. He's in for 2. Thatcher Squirrett, excuse me on the pronunciation, but Thatcher Squirrett is in for 2 points and a 47-7 lead for Lincoln Way West as they are on their way to capture win number 1 of the 2025 season. As it's going to be the backup kicker, that's Alex Huskins in on the kickoff. Line drive kick, and it won't be touched immediately. Instead, the ball gets past him, and instead, Johnson will just have to fall on it past the 10. So on the west sideline, Jacob Howard getting loose, about to enter the game for his first career varsity appearance. Of his high school career. $7:40 to go. So the clock will run. There'll be a running clock from here on out as the backups are in for the West offense, or the West defense, excuse me. Run to the right side. Nothing doing. Less than 7 minutes to go in a West victory. They will travel to play Lockport next week, as the Porters, a tough team standing in their way last year. A 40-39 affair and ended in a double overtime win. Hetfletch found Roswell in the back of the end zone for a 2-point conversion that sealed the deal, and West was headed to the playoffs. Number 16. Looks like Joe Barcana. So Max Silic and Ryan Woods in on the tackle to stop that one after the Eisenhower first down. Be a QB keeper, it's Murray. Putting Jacob Maka to the ground on a stiff arm. And instead it will be a gain of 5 for Tarek Murray. A nice win to start the 2025 campaign for Lincoln Way West, as they're about 5 minutes, 25 seconds away from a celebration. And it's back to work tomorrow for the Warriors. Another QB keeper, it's Tarek Murray, who will be tackled right around the 36. So Jacob Maka making the tackle, tackling him out of bounds. The clock will continue to run. Less than 5 to go here in this one.
Once again, final reminder, students, please make sure that you call or text for your rides. Students, call or text for your rides. Thank you.
And it'll be a run. It's going to be number 16 in the mix, not rostered. He makes the carry.
16 very on the carry, met by number 45.
Kyle Colbert's making his second tackle of the game. Less than 4 minutes to go here in this one. It'll be 4th and 2 now, and Eisenhower will punt this one away back to Lincoln Way West, and it's Nick Elsner back there to receive for the Warriors. West will take a timeout. 3:25 remaining here in the 4th. Player of the game. Who else? Running back Jahan Abubakar. 4 touchdowns today and guided West to this blowout victory. A great start to his season. 4 rushing touchdowns already on the season. Had a total of 9 touchdowns last season and already almost halfway there in his senior season. Mostly all the backups in for Lincoln Way West in the last 3 minutes and 25 seconds of this victory, as Nick Elsner still back there to receive for the Warriors. As the high kick caught by Elsner and a fair catch called inside the 35. Right around the 33 for Lincoln Way West, and out there is Jacob Howard making his first career varsity appearance as a quarterback. The West Side still intact and alive, even up by 40 points. (47-7). Jacob Howard in at quarterback. Be a handoff, a relentless runner. I wonder who that is down there. Can't really see as of right now. There's Jackson O'Connor. Number 16, Jackson O'Connor, saw some playing time last season as a backup again. In the final minutes here of this West win, it will be O'Connor on the carry again. It will be tackled.
O'Connor once again on the carry, led by number 38, Pin 11. Third down and 2 from West Side.
Minute 30 to go. Another handoff. And he gets blasted up.
On the carry, number 32, Lincoln Niger.
That was Lincoln Niger on the carry, and he gets blasted.
First down coming up for the Warriors.
Minute 15 to go here, and a West victory. just preparing for the handshake as they got to just wrap this up quickly. Could be the last play of the game, maybe one more, and it's going to be O'Connor again.
Howard with the handoff to number 18, Landon Ostrowski.
Excuse me, that's Landon Ostrowski, number 18, instead of 16, that's O'Connor. And one last play here in this one. Got to just snap the ball one last time before West can head off into the sunset to Lockport next week. 1-0 on the year. As Sarna will take it, and that will do it. Once the clock hits 0, West will officially take win number 1 of the year. West wins it 47-7 over the Eisenhower Cardinals. They will travel to take on the Porters of Lockport next week and what will be an anticipated SWSC matchup. As for Eisenhower, off to a rough start. Needless to say, they will take on Johnson College Prep in their home opener next week as they will look to try to get back to 500. That will do it. 47-7, West takes down Eisenhower. We thank you for tuning in to the first football game of the West season. I am Jake Farr, and that is CJ. We thank you again.